Children of the land, do you hear echoes of truths that once rang clear? Two souls intertwined, one true love they did find, bringing land and heavens near. But flames that burn full bright soon fell dark. Memories dimmed by shattered hearts. In the waxing gloom did wane the lover's moon, watching as their roads drift apart.
Chapter 31. Patricia, the Mystical Dragon. As they headed out with Tom for the cave, the creature was outside, standing by the chest. Tenneth, oh, look who we left outside. I completely forgot he was with us. Jack, laughing now. So did I. I guess we all did. Tom, what are you all talking about? Tenneth, we just found a large metal chest, and inside was a lot of treasure, along with a black box. This is gonna sound weird, but inside the box is a hand, and it's alive somehow. It can communicate with us. Tom, what? Can you show me? Or do I need to see it? Belfin, here, let me see if I can get him to shake your hand. Belfin opened the box, and the hand waved and offered to shake Belfin's hand. So he shook it. Hi, can you shake this man's hand too? Tom, this is... well, it's a hand. Tom reached out his hand, and the hand shook it. Oh, wow. Is it just a hand? Belfin, well, his arm disappears into the box. Tom, can I reach in and feel it? The hand motioned yes, so Tom felt inside and was amazed at how the arm seemed to be a part of the box. This is incredible. He then felt the bell. Why is there a bell in here? The creature groaned and then spoke. Thing. Tom, looking a little startled. Who's that? Belfin, oh, this is a creature that the hand can summon by ringing that bell. I know that doesn't make any sense, but it's obviously magic. The creature is about 8 feet tall. He carries the chest for us. Tom extended his hand. Hello, may I shake your hand, sir? And may I know your name? The creature shook Tom's hand. Lurch. The creature then shook the hand. Thing. Tom, your name is Lurch and the hand's name is Thing? Oh, how marvelous. Thing then rang the bell and the creature disappeared. Belfin, looking surprised. We didn't know they had names until just now. Maybe this will help make it easier to communicate with them. When the hand rings the bell, the creature disappears. We should probably leave the chest in your house. Is that okay? Raisha, you want to leave our treasure chest in this man's house? Tom, don't worry, Raisha. I won't steal any of your treasure. As a matter of fact, if we succeed and I get my sight and my abilities back, I will greatly reward all of you. I assure you. Raisha, oh, well, that's different. Okay, I guess we'll just have to trust you then. Raisha looked nervous, so Latia calmed her fears. Don't worry, Raisha. If we can't trust this nice man, then we can't trust anyone, as she looked at her, clearly implying that they now trusted her. So, Raisha, you're right, Latia. I apologize, Tom. I meant no offense. Tom, none taken, Raisha. Set the chest inside, and let's head out. Belfin, I better put the box back inside the chest. Wouldn't want to scare Mary. Thing gave the OK sign and closed his box, and Belfin set it back in the chest. Tom let Mary know about the chest, and they all headed out. After a couple hours of walking, they came upon the cave. The opening was quite large, at around 30 feet. Shinfia, Tom, we're all wondering, where in Forestera are we? Tom, I live in the eastern part of the southern plains, near Halfling country. I live close to the hills, where the gnomes dwell. Where do you all live? Shinfia, in a small village that's called Duran. It's in a forest in the far western part of the Central Plains. Tom, Duran, I've heard of it. I hear it's a very nice village and very safe to live there. I believe the Lord of Duran is named Doradin, yes? The Doridian Woods is what they call the forest now, after Lord Doradin built his castle there. Phileas, wow, how do you know all that? Tom, I'm a master bard, he said casually. Phileas, oh, yeah, of course. How silly of me. Obviously, that's how you know all that you know. How else could you know all that? Tom just smiled. Seeing and hearing nothing in the cave, they all decided to just walk inside. The cave widened to around 100 feet, and the ceiling was around 100 feet up. Before anyone knew what was happening, though, a large creature came flying at them at an incredible speed. It flew past them and went outside, but then turned around in a quick pattern and flew back into the cave and almost crashed into them. Everyone fell to the ground, wondering what this creature was that flew past them so fast. It disappeared into the darkness of the cave, but then spoke in the dwarven tongue. It appears that roast dwarf is on the menu tonight. How yummy. Nightwind, roast dwarf? She just spoke in the dwarven tongue and said that I'm on the menu tonight as roast dwarf. Jack, uh-oh. Creature, oh look, a gnome. Gnome on a stick sounds delicious. It's been a while since I've eaten some gnome. Phileas, she speaks gnomish too. She wants to skewer me and eat me. As he started backing up, Creature, you're not going anywhere but on my plate. Oh, and there's a halfling too. Let's see, I could scramble the halfling, roast the dwarf, and skewer the gnome. That still leaves 9 to go. Belfin, guys, she just spoke in my language. She's planning her meals. We need to get out of here. No one could see her since the cave was very dark, so Jack cast continual light, which helped greatly by them, but the light only lit up part of the cave. Tom, please don't kill us. We mean you no harm. I am blind and am in need of your blood. The creature flew at them at incredible speed again. So you want my blood, do you? Well then, I'll start with you, human. Mix in some cheese and some vegetables, and you'll be my evening meal on my table. Raisha, did she just rhyme words on purpose? She flew past them and then swarmed around them. Everyone was confused now. Should they attack her? Should they try to flee? Latia, what do we do? Please don't attack us. We come in peace. Creature, peace? You come for my blood. I will skewer every one of you and cook you in the mud. Lightmane, please, we mean you no harm. Tom, I've come here to ask you to give me some of your blood because it will restore my sight. The creature flew past them again, and they never saw her coming, despite Jack's light spell. I suggest you all flee now, if you want to live. Tenneth, let's get out of here. We can't possibly fight her. She's way too fast, and she's not going to give us her blood. Creature, yes, listen to that man. Leave now if you want to live, or I'll cook you in a pan. Tom, she keeps rhyming. I wonder why she does that. We did not come here to hurt you, but to talk to you and to try to reason with you. Your blood is the only thing that can heal me. Please don't attack us. We mean you no harm. She flew up high and landed on a ledge and called out to them. Here on this ledge is a shelf. I see down there an elf, and a half-elf, and a wood elf. I think it would be lovely to put an elf and a half-elf and a wood-elf up here on my shelf. I also see a half-orc. I bet you're a dork. Maybe I'll take him to the ocean and feed him to a stork. That just leaves you 4 humans. Well, since I don't know what rhymes with human, I'll stop now. I will give you 1 minute to try to talk me out of killing and eating all of you. Or you could just run away and I'll allow you to live. The choice is yours. Raisha, okay, we're going to leave now. Whispering now, let's just kill it. There's 11 of us. Surely we can defeat it in battle. It's only like 20 feet long. It's not one of those enormous dragons. It's small. Tom, no, we can't kill it. We need... The creature flew at them again with unreal speed and brushed up against Raisha and lifted her into the air. You think you can defeat me in battle? Go for it, sweetie. I'll skewer you before you know what hit you. Raisha started screaming, please don't kill me. Tom, we surrender. Please don't kill us. The creature landed on the ground in the darkness and held Raisha's throat with her claw. Make one move and you're dead, sister. Jograth, please don't kill her. She's my love. Creature, your love? The half-orc is in love with this woman? Jograth, yes, please, we surrender. We will do anything. Just please don't kill us. Creature, okay then. This calls for a test. She let go of Raisha and then immediately said, don't run. Run and you die. Raisha wanted desperately to run, but hearing her say that, she froze, but was shaking. I surrender. Please don't hurt me. I apologize for what I whispered. Creature, you're surprised that I heard you, aren't you? Raisha, yes, but I surrender. We didn't come here to attack you. Tom is telling you the truth. But I started to panic. We need your blood too. It's the only way for us to travel back through the portals. Creature, portals? Tell Patricia about the portals. Let's see. Chortle? Nah. What is a good word that rhymes with portals? She thought for a moment. I can't think of any. Can you, sweetie? Raisha, now confused, as well as still shaking. No, I can't. Wait. Your name is Patricia? Patricia, yes it is. Oh wait, mortals. Mortals rhymes with portals. How lovely. So you claim you're just here to get me to give you some of my blood. Well, I don't believe you. So, as I said earlier, this calls for a test. If you want me to listen to you, here is what I require of all of you. Take off all your armor and weapons, drop all your items, and empty all your possessions on the ground. Then walk out of my cave, and then walk over by the trees, and sit on the ground there and wait. Do that, and I will consider listening to what you have to say. Patricia then flew to the back of her cave, high up, and sat on one of her many perches, and waited to see what they would do. Latia, okay, we can't do that, right? I mean, come on. As soon as we do that, she'll just attack us and kill us and then eat us. Patricia, wrong, half-elf. Did you not listen? You're going on my shelf with the wood elf and the elf. I will say this, though. The only reason I haven't killed any of you yet is because so far none of you have tried attacking me. So maybe you're telling me the truth. I'm willing to listen, but only if you meet all of my demands first. But if you try to compromise with me, I'll just end this now. A stream of fire shot forth from her mouth and flew into a large area in the wall, and the flames set fire to wood. The area was clearly a very large fireplace. Tom, do as she commands. It's the only way. Lightmane, are you crazy? If we do that and she attacks us, we're as good as dead. She didn't attack us because there's a lot of us. She's trying to disarm us so that the odds are in her favor. Patricia, the elf speaks with forked tongue. First you say you're not here to attack me, but now you're afraid to disarm yourselves? So clearly you're here to attack me. You're just trying to figure out whether or not you can defeat me. Your time is up. Prepare to die. Tom fell to the floor. We surrender. Please do not attack us. I have no weapons. We will do as you ask. Please, just give me some more time to convince them. Patricia, you ask for time? Then I will rhyme. Do as I say, and you'll live another day. Don't do as I command, and I shall bury you in the sand. Jack, looking around. Is there sand around here somewhere? Patricia, no, but there's a lot by the oceans. Jack, you would take us to an ocean? Patricia, maybe to an ocean, or maybe to a lake, but either way, you know what I was going to say next, right? Jack, why did the word bake just come into my mind? Patricia, oh, I like bake, but I was going to say that you'll all be my steak. Jack, lovely. Dalma looked at Jack, very confused. Lovely? That had to be sarcasm, right? Patricia flew at Dalma. Her speed was so great that none of them could react, and before Dalma knew what was happening, she was in Patricia's clutches, and she flew with her up high and landed on a different perch. Do as I say now, or I'll slice this wood elf in two right before your eyes, and then I'll eat her while she's still screaming, before she dies. Dalma started to scream, but then something within her caused her to stop. I'm sorry that you want to kill and eat all of us. I wish there was a way that we could all be friends with you. You are a most beautiful-looking creature. Patricia just looked at her, intrigued by Dalma's words, and spoke softly to her. Well now, what a sweet little thing you are, my dear. Normally I'd sit now and talk with you. She then spoke louder, so everyone could hear. But if your friends don't do as I command, I'll skewer you instead. Then she spoke softly again. Don't worry, your words just saved you, but I don't want them to know that. Just play along, okay? Be a good girl now, and don't say something you'll regret. You've earned my trust. Now it's up to them. Dalma, I will do as you ask, Patricia. She turned to the party and was about to speak, but then turned back to the dragon. Oh, and I love your name, which made Patricia smile. Please do as she said. She just told me she's hoping you don't listen to her, as she thinks I'll taste delicious. Please surrender. Please, I'm begging you. Patricia, oh, I like you, Dalma. We'll talk later. Latia, Patricia, we surrender. We are doing what you ask. Please don't hurt her. Lightmane, and what do we do if she attacks us? Tom, she won't. I'm certain of it. Lightmane, you're certain of it? Based on what? Latia, do you want her to kill and eat Dalma while we watch? Lightmane, no, of course not. But I also don't want to watch her kill us after we disarm ourselves. We could cast spells at her. Tom, Lightmane, please don't. I beg you. If we attack her, even if we somehow kill her, then my last hope at getting my sight back ends, and you'll never bring those portals up. Shinfia, Tom is right, Lightmane. We don't have a choice. Lightmane, yes we do. We could stand our ground and force her to willingly give us her blood. Patricia, I'll be right back, sweetie. Patricia flew at them again, grabbed Lightmane, and flew outside her cave and held him to the ground. You really think you all can defeat me in battle? Would you like me to give you that opportunity? Okay, fine. Have them all come out here in the open. I'll go get Dalma and bring her outside, and let's see what you all got. Patricia then flew back to Dalma, grabbed her, and flew back down. Everyone, outside, now. They all went outside. Patricia came out and just stood there. In the light, they saw her very clearly. She was around 20 feet long, and her skin was a silvery light blue that seemed to glow and glisten in the light. She was unlike any dragon they had ever seen, though other than Leopold, the only dragons they had ever seen were just drawings, but many of them were quite beautiful, and they knew about all the different colors that dragons were. But they had never seen a drawing of a dragon that was anything like this. Patricia spoke some more. Let's go, elf. Take the first shot, and I'll show you what a fool you are. But since you're so confident that you can defeat me in battle, then go for it. She then flew over to him with speed that scared him, and she landed behind him and put her claw on his throat. But the next thing you'll feel will be my claws slicing off your head. Dalma, everyone stop. Do as she commands. She spoke to me. She will not harm us if we obey her. But if we attack her, even if we succeed and kill her, then what? Tom, exactly. Thank you, Dalma. Lightmane, fine. Lightmane then turned and looked at her and dropped to his knees. I apologize for saying what I said, but I'm a little confused right now. I'm not used to surrendering to a creature, especially when it's just one creature with many of us. We just fought 3 giant zombies and several other huge and scary creatures, so it's difficult to just surrender right now, seeing that there's just one of you. I'm sorry, but I fear that if we do as you command, then we'll be helpless to fight you, other than the spells that some of us can cast. We didn't come to fight you, though. We're telling you the truth. We came to ask you if you'd give us some of your blood. So if we do as you command, will you do this for us? Patricia, well. The elf isn't consumed with himself. Now do as I command, and then we'll talk. Lightmane, fine. You're right, guys. We have no choice. We can't fight you, and you now know that's the case, since we need your blood. So fine. We'll do as you command, but I think we just lost all of our stuff now. They finally did as she commanded, and put all of their possessions on the ground, in the cave, and then they all walked outside and sat by a tree. Shinfia, well, better to be alive and lose all of our stuff than to be dead, right? Nightwind, yes, but that's a lot of stuff regardless. Oh well, let's just hope she gives us some of her blood now. Patricia went inside and inspected everything carefully. She then flew out of the cave and landed by them. Okay, I believe I can trust you now. Don't make me regret that decision. I know you think I'm going to keep all of your stuff, but I'm not. I have no need of any of it. I just needed to check everything for myself and to see if you'd surrender in this way. So now we're good. You want my blood? Fine. I'll give it to you, but only if you do some things for me. First, you must tell me each of your names and how old you are and what each of you are. You know, cleric, wizard, warrior, that stuff. What are you? I want to know who you all are and what you all do. But if you lie, I'll know. Once you've told me the truth, then I want you to go and buy as much fruit and vegetables and wood that you can buy. Oh, and some bread, cheese, and salted meat, a minimum of 2 cartloads of each, and 2 barrels of water and honey mead. Food and drink and wood for fires is all that Patricia desires, she said in a kind of rhyming meter. When you bring me all that, then you must each come and bow before me in all sincerity, and boldly proclaim that I, Patricia, the great mystical dragon, am gracious and kind, and that you are all greatly in my debt, for I have provided for you the one thing that you needed more than anything else, instead of killing and eating you. Express your gratitude properly, graciously, and with all sincerity. Do that, and I'll give you as much of my blood as you need. Oh, and just so you know, I was never going to kill and eat any of you. Unless you tried to attack me, of course. That was all just theater, in an attempt to scare you off. I'm sure you understand. Jack, you want us to travel to a village and buy all that for you? Wow, that's a lot of stuff. I guess we have no choice. Can you tell me all that again, though, so I can write it all down? Patricia, of course. First, tell me who you all are, and then I will go over that with you again. Jack, fine. My name is Jack. I'm a wizard of the 4th progression, but I think I've almost achieved the 5th. I can kind of feel it. Can't wait until I can cast some level 3 spells. We are a party of adventurers, and we are on a quest sent by the goddess Shayla. Patricia, oh, Shayla. I've heard of her. I like her. She is a very interesting deity, is she not? Goddess of the wood elves and the half elves. Yes, she certainly is a most interesting deity. Sheila, speaking to Alana, oh my goodness, how did she know that about me? You and I need to do some research into this creature, but I just love her. Don't you? Ilana, not only do I love her, but the next time I turn myself into a dragon, I'm going to look just like Patricia. Sheila just smiled. Everyone else introduced themselves, and then Tom told her who he was, along with a shortened version of his story that he told the adventurers. Jogreth and Raisha, though, said nothing of the temple, but Patricia noticed. There's something that you two aren't telling me. Raisha, looking somewhat bewildered. How can you tell? Patricia, because I am a mystical dragon. When I sit and question people like this, I can always tell when someone is lying to me or not telling me everything that I ask of them. Raisha, feeling a little frustrated now. Okay, fine. You want the entire truth? Here you go. I used to be evil. I worshipped the evil goddess Talona, and this party, along with Jogreth, defeated us in battle, and I died. But later on, after they had all gone back home, Jogreth paid the local temple to have me raised from the dead because he thought he could reach me and turn me from evil to good. And somehow, don't ask me how, we both fell in love with each other, and I'm no longer evil. I now worship the goddess Ouijas, though now I'm considering worshiping the goddess Ilana instead. I'm not sure yet, though. Just thinking about it. There. That's pretty much everything. Patricia, wow, I can sense that you're still struggling with everything. But she's telling the truth, for those of you who still weren't convinced. Now go buy me all of my supplies, and I'll give you as much blood as you need. Tom had Latia help him walk over to Patricia. Thank you. I don't know what else to say, so I'll just say it again. Thank you. Patricia then smelled something. What is that I smell coming from your mouth? Oh my goodness, is that dragon flame whiskey? Tom, wow, you know what that is? And you can still smell it on me? I haven't had any for a couple days. Patricia, I could smell dragon flame whiskey on your breath for a week. I love that stuff, but it's almost impossible to find any. Do you have more? Tom, yes. I have several bottles still, and I know where to get some more, though they're very expensive, as they sell for around 1,000 silver pieces per bottle. Jack, 1,000 silver? Why so expensive? Tom, well, I'm told that the only way to make Dragon's Flame whiskey is to get an actual red dragon to breathe its fire on the whiskey. That, combined with magic, keeps the fire in the whiskey somehow. Who makes it? And where they get the dragon, and how they get it to do that, I have no clue. They couldn't believe what Tom just said, but now Patricia looked very intrigued. Well, then I have an offer to make to you now. Please bring me one bottle. If you do that, I will be your friend forever. That is, as long as you remain a kind and good man, which I already can see that you are. She then turned to Lightmane. Lightmane, I understand why you said all that you said. Good thing, though, that you realized how foolish you were being. Lightmane, thank you. I have a question, though. How many languages do you speak? Patricia, 5. Human, elf, dwarf, gnome, and halfling. Well, I can communicate with any dragon, too. And every now and then one comes to me, seeking advice. Lightmane, really? Wow. I guess that shouldn't surprise me, though. Dalma, Patricia, thank you for all that you said to me when you told them that you were going to cut me in half and eat me. Any chance we can talk now and get to know each other? Patricia, absolutely. You all go shopping now, and Dalma will stay here with me. Don't worry, I won't eat her. We're just going to have some girl time. Latia and Shinfia and Raisha started smiling and looked like they were going to speak. Sorry, girls, but just Dalma and I are going to have some girl time now. You all go shopping, and when you get back, maybe I'll let you 3 join us for a bit. But only if you tell me all about those portals. Latia, Patricia, we will tell you everything you want to know. But did we all just become friends with you? Patricia, maybe, but that will depend on all of you. See you when you get back. The party headed out and bought all those items, and then stopped at Tom's house on the way back to grab a bottle of his whiskey. When they came back, they saw Dalma and Patricia sitting outside, talking like they were good friends. They all ended up talking for a while and told her all about the portals, which she found fascinating. She decided, though, that she didn't want to enter them. I think I'll just stay here in my lovely home, but thank you for telling me all about them. Maybe I'll come with you to watch as you all step through them. But Nightwind, I want to see you take a drink of some Dragon's Flame whiskey. Nightwind, looking a little scared, will it set my mouth on fire? Patricia, you damn right it will. She waited so she could see the look on his face, let alone everyone else. But don't worry. Just take a drink of some honeymead afterwards, and your mouth will feel great. Wait a moment, though, until you really feel the fire burn. Then drink the honeymead. You'll see. Nightwind poured a glass of both liquids and drank some of the whiskey. At first, it tasted sweet, and he thought it was quite a delicious drink. But a moment later, and he was certain that his mouth was literally on fire. He screamed, grabbed the glass of honeymead, and drank it all down. Patricia, so, how do you like Dragon's Flame whiskey? Nightwind, Patricia, that is the greatest whiskey I've ever tasted. Actually, it's the greatest liquid I've ever tasted. Guys, you have to try some. But everyone was too scared to try some. But Tom brought another bottle with him, and he and Patricia eventually convinced all of them to try some. Tom poured everyone a drink, along with some honeymead. He took a drink first, and then everyone tried it as well. They all screamed, but then they all loved it. But nobody took a second drink, other than Nightwind and Tom. And Patricia.
One soul's cry, a passion welling within. Sacrifice, a final plea to her kin. Yet this bond of hope, my treachery was broke, scattering her words to the wind. Swelling over long seas of blood are a song, and death an afterthought to those who fight for naught. Lying empty, must you turn?